Hello everyone, my name is Vincent Simeone. I'm a professional horticulturist and garden writer from Long Island, and today I'm going to talk about a subject that's near and dear to my heart, trees. What better time to celebrate trees than spring? And certainly on Long Island from March through June, it's a wonderful time to plant trees and shrubs and other plants in the garden and to just be out in the great outdoors. And we're especially going to emphasize today native plants, native trees and shrubs. Um, it's great that the Hauppauge Public Library is doing a great service this year for the community, and they're actually acquiring tree seedlings and shrub seedlings from a very well-known nursery called the Saratoga Tree Nursery up in Saratoga, New York, which is operated by the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation. It's a wonderful nursery in Saratoga that grows a lot of beautiful native plants, and those plants will be available to you after April 20th at the library. If you're interested in having these seedlings or using these seedlings in your garden, you would just register with the library either online at www.hauppauglibrary.org or by phone. Once you register, the library will let you know when your seedlings will be available, and then you have 24 hours to claim your seedlings. Then you can put them in the garden and nurture them for the first couple of growing seasons, and you'll have some wonderful plants to add to your collections. Let's talk about native plants for just a minute. A very well-known friend of mine who's a great garden writer, his name is Doug Tallamy, wrote a great book several years ago called Bringing Nature Home. And it really emphasizes and highlights the fact that native plants provide such an important food source and habitat for native pollinators, bees, butterflies, and other insects, as well as birds. And so why not plant native plants? Native plants are adapted to our soils, they're adapted to our environment and our climate. So they have a lot of benefits to the environment. And so that's why we're emphasizing native plants with this seedling giveaway. I'm sure you have a wide variety of plants in your landscape, and we always like to have a diverse landscape, but certainly native plants are a part of that. And here, the plants that are going to be available here on Long Island through this seedling giveaway, just an example of them are things like Eastern red cedar. Eastern red cedar is a wonderful, tall, narrow evergreen. It's either a shrub or a tree that prefers full sun. It is a plant that has benefit to pollinators with its flowers as well as its berries for birds. It loves hot, dry conditions. It takes wind pretty well. And again, is a plant that likes full sun and well-drained soil. So that could be a nice specimen plant or screening plant for your landscape if you've got the environment for it. Another plant is a shrub called beach plum. Beach plum is a native cherry or plum that has actually got an edible fruit. The pollinators love the flowers. Once the plant is pollinated, they'll have very nice, interesting, small fruit that look like plums that are edible. So they have two benefits there. And they too like full sun or partial shade and very well-drained soils. They're very, very drought tolerant and really grow well on Long Island here, especially near the coast, near the seashore. And then the third plant that's going to be available is a plant called northern bayberry. Northern bayberry is a evergreen or semi-evergreen shrub that can be either pruned into a more formal planting or left informally. It can grow as a hedge or a screen or foundation planting. And it too has really interesting flowers and fruit that pollinators and birds love. And it's just a good looking plant that's pretty durable and pretty low maintenance in the landscape. So these are just some examples of the plants that are going to be available to you. And what better way to celebrate spring than planting these plants in your garden. Two very, very important holidays that I just want to point out that arrive in April, every April, that really highlight the importance of preserving our environment, preserving trees, recycling, reusing. The first one is Earth Day, which was started in 1970 and is on April 22nd this year. And the second is Arbor Day, which is on April 30th. And that was started way back in 1872 by J. Sterling Morton. And these are two very important American holidays that celebrate the environment and celebrate our role in protecting the environment. So I hope you will celebrate those two important holidays this year by planting some of these native plants, by nurturing your garden, and I want to wish you all a happy and healthy spring. Thank you.